Hello, incredible second graders. I am super excited for another writing assignment. This week, we are going to be doing a writing assignment that puts together all of the awesome information we learned about coral reefs. So we are going to be using something called persuasive writing. And what persuasive writing is trying to get somebody to have the same opinion of you. And an opinion is what you think, believe, or feel. So if you have not yet watched the other video on what persuasive writing is, please pause this video and watch that before you watch this. Alright, if you've already watched the video, great, because I'm going to show you the assignment we're going to do in a few easy steps. So, what's really awesome about this assignment is you have the choice to write a letter, draw or make a poster or a brochure, or make a video. So if you are somebody that would way rather tell your audience your opinion versus writing, this is a really cool assignment for you. So your first step is to pick one of the following: to write a letter, make a poster, a brochure, or make a video. Now we know how to make a video, so I'm not going to really show you how to do that, but I will show you how to make a letter or write a letter, and I'm also going to show you how to make a brochure in case you've never made one before. I know we've made posters in the past, especially when we made our natural disaster project, so I'm not going to really go through that too much. The one thing I will say about making a video is this is something that you're going to want to upload to Dojo Portfolio, okay? So if you do choose to make a video, you're going to want to post that on Dojo Portfolio. Same with posters and brochures. The only difference is you're going to take a picture of your poster and brochure, and if you make a video, you're going to obviously be making a video. Now you might be thinking, okay, you've been talking about persuasive writing. I know I need to have an opinion, but what? An opinion about what? This is what you are going to be having an opinion on. Step 2, persuade your audience. The question your opinion is going to be answering is this: should we protect the coral reefs? So you're either going to have the opinion, yes, we should protect the coral reefs, or no, we shouldn't protect the coral reefs. So in this first box where it says opinion, you are going to write down your opinion. Before I go any further, I'm getting super excited, and I don't want to forget to explain this to you a little bit better. This section of this paper is going to be very useful because this is where you're going to write all the information that you need in order to be successful on your letter, poster, brochure, or video. So make sure that you are typing in your answers to each of these before you make whatever project you decide to make. So I'm going to show you exactly how to do this now. First, I'm going to tell you my opinion. I'm going to give you 2 reasons why I have that opinion, and then I'm going to try to make you have that opinion too. So my opinion is, yes, we should protect the coral reefs. Now I have to think of 2 reasons why. Now, something that you might want to do is you might want to go back and look through all of the articles and texts that we read last week in order to get your reasons, okay? I'll leave all of that information in this week's tab so you don't have to search through all of last week's assignments. It'll all be right there for you in case you want to look back at any of them. But don't feel like you have to reread every single article, because that would take a very long time, and that's why we did it all last week, so we wouldn't be overwhelmed this week. Alright, so my first reason why I think this is coral reefs are dying because the water is too warm. So you'll see right in this, you don't need to highlight anything on yours, but I just want to show you on mine. You'll see I have I guess you can't highlight. Oh well. I have a fact in this reason. If you put facts in your reasons, it's going to make your persuasive writing so much stronger. So the fact that I learned last week that I'm putting in my writing is that the water's too warm. Watch how I do it again with my next reason. Oh man, come on. My text boxes are being mean to me today. That's okay. We're still friends. All right, my next reason is coral reefs actually protect people and land from storms. So that is a fact I learned last week. And the reason I'm putting it in my writing is I noticed that people really feel strongly if something is helping them. Okay, so I know coral reefs is not only are they dying, but they also help us. So why not keep them around? And lastly, I'm going to say my opinion again, but I'm just going to twist it around, telling my audience that they should have the same opinion. You should protect coral reefs too. I am, and as you can see, I feel very strongly, because without even thinking about it, I used an exclamation point, which means I really, really, really feel this way. Now, if you want to go above and beyond, you might want to give your audience a way that you learned last week that they can protect coral reefs, because maybe your audience is like, okay, yeah, I feel the same way. I feel like I should protect coral reefs, but they don't know how. So I'm going to give them one way they could help. You can pick up trash to help protect coral reefs. Now, there's many other ways they could help. They could recycle. They could, if they have the means, they could go and pick up any trash that's in the oceans. That would be super cool, but I don't know if many people could do that. So you're just going to give them one reason. All right, now back to me. So now that I have all the information I want to put into my project, I'm ready to start my projects. I am going to first show you how you could write a letter, and then I am going to show you how to make a brochure. Okay? The other two you should know how to do already. If you need help with those, you can definitely send me a message or Zoom and I can be more specific. But I don't want this video to go too long, so I'm just picking two. All right, so I'm going to go back to my little brainstorming graphic organizer, and I'm going to show you in my letter where each one of these are, because I need to have all this information in my letter. So first, I'm going to show you where I tell my audience that we should protect the coral reef. All right. Dear Tina. All right, this is another thing I want to remind you of. So if you're writing a letter, you need to pick somebody specific to write it to. Now, I picked my friend Tina because she thinks trash and litter is disgusting and she doesn't want to touch it and all this nasty stuff. And I want to persuade her to pick it up to help the world, especially the coral reefs. So listen to when I tell her my opinion. Dear Tina, we need to protect the coral reefs. Right there, I told her my first box, my opinion. Right there, I told her. Now we're searching for my two reasons. So I don't have to keep flipping back and forth. I'm going to tell you my two reasons, and we just have to keep them in our brain. So now we're searching in my letter for reason 1, coral reefs are dying because the water is too warm, and reason 2, coral reefs actually protect people and land from storms. So we're looking for those two things in my letter. Oops. All right, here we go. They are dying because the water is too warm. Right there's my first reason. Coral reefs should be saved because they protect people and land from storms. And there's my second reason. I'm going to read those again. I want you to listen to how not only am I telling her the facts, but I'm also kind of telling her again that we should protect coral reefs. Okay? So they are dying because the water is too warm, and coral reefs should be saved because they protect people and land from storms. So not only am I saying they protect us, but I'm also telling Tina that we should protect coral reefs because they protect us. All right, now my last piece is my opinion again, telling her, oops, sorry, this isn't filled out. My last piece, we're looking for me saying that you should protect coral reefs too. You can pick up trash to help protect coral reefs. All right. We can protect coral reefs by picking up litter outside. Please help me. Pick up a piece of litter every time you go outside. Thank you, Mrs. Jirash. And just like that, one type of opinion writing is finished. So if you do choose to write a letter, that is how you can do it. Now, my favorite thing, and something that you might want to pick too, is a brochure. If you pick a brochure, you are somebody who loves to draw and is really creative with art, okay? Because you get to draw pictures on the pages. So a brochure is a piece of paper that's folded into 3. I'll show you how to fold it at the end. And it gives the same information that the letter would give. It's just a different way, okay? So I didn't fill out the whole thing because I just kind of wanted to show you what it looked like. But in here, you'll see that I have my opinion, protect the coral reefs. I have one of my facts. We need to help. Water that is too warm kills coral reefs. And you will see that I have my asking them to help and have the same opinion as me. Please help me. Pick up one piece of litter every time you're outside. So a few things you'll notice about a brochure is, one, like I said, I have a lot of pictures in here. Even this little picture has a white coral, which we know means it's dying, and it says, I should be green. Another thing that I'm thinking about now that I'm talking about brochures is this is a really nice way to persuade other people, because I don't know about you, but I like looking at pictures, and sometimes pictures can persuade me even more than words. All right, moving on. You'll also notice that the front and the back of my paper is written on. Now, it's not finished, but when I do finish, the whole back should have words and pictures on it, and the front should have words and pictures on it. You'll also notice that it's kind of like a book, okay? So you're definitely going to want to you're going to definitely want to fold it before you start writing, because it could get a little confusing, because if I keep it open, you'll be like, wait, the cover's on the back. How is that? I'll show you. When you fold it up, the cover is right here, and then you'll see flaps on the inside, and you'll see on the back me trying to persuade her to, or my audience to help. Now, another thing about brochures is it doesn't have to be one specific person. These brochures you can hand out to everybody, so you don't have to think of one person you want to give it to, if that makes sense. All right, so if you pick a brochure that you want to make, I will show you how to do it. So here's my piece of paper. What you're going to want to do is you are going to want to have it the hot dog way, yeah, the long way, because if you fold it this way, it's going to be really skinny, so you don't want that. You want it the long way. What you're going to do is you're going to fold it so both about half of the way, so that there's still paper left for you to fold, okay? So this doesn't have to be perfect. As you'll see, my cover, the flap is a little shorter. That's okay. Just try your best. So when you're done folding, you'll have this flap that's smaller than this flap. So you'll have a small flap and a big flap, okay? This leftover paper, you are going to fold in, and just like that, you have your paper brochure. If you need help, your parents might be able to help you. Other than that, I can't send me a Zoom or something like that, a message, and I can help you one-on-one if you need to. All right. I just said send me a Zoom. Don't send me a Zoom. What does that even mean? Send me a message or come on to my Zoom. Whew. All right, second grade. I hope you have fun making your persuasive writing. You do have all week to do this. I am giving this to you on Monday because I know this is a little bit of more work, so you might want to spend a little bit of time each day doing your project a little bit at a time so that you don't get frustrated or overwhelmed. All right, Can't wait to see your brochures, your videos, and your letters. If you decide to do actually all of these, you're going to either have to take a picture or a video and post it on Dojo Portfolio. So I look forward to seeing all those.